What is up, humans of the cardboard? Bringing you another discussion here today on Just Nuts. Burst of Destiny. It's somewhat around the corner. We're supposed to be getting this. What is this? October 22nd. So we're still 3 months away. But I kind of just did a quick review when these cards dropped. So I want to do a little bit more of a discussion on the actual Destiny Hero cards that we have coming in this set. We have other Destiny Hero cards coming outside of this. I think there's like 2 more spells that ideally will be in Brothers of Legend, but we'll see if they end up in there. I'll show off one of them in this video. They're not as important, I think, out the gate here, but we're going to be talking about the stuff from this set, Burst of Destiny, mainly because I think they're the most important thing. So without further ado, actually, you know what? Now that we're here, let's just do this. All right, let's just do this. Dr. D. We're doing this the hard way. Whoa, that is... Hold on. There we go. We'll just do him as well. I didn't have him up for that, but we'll go over that when we do these as well. Okay, so first off, we have like the main deck monster revealed for Burst of Destiny. This is Denier. He has 2 main effects. If he's normal or special summoned, you can just take any Destiny Hero monster that's banished or in deck or in graveyard and put it on top of the deck. Not the biggest deal in the world, but okay, stacks your deck, gives you a nice follow-up potentially. Cool. His other effect is his main effect, where once per turn, if you have a Destiny Hero monster, or sorry, not even once per turn, this is once per duel. If you have a Destiny Hero monster on field or in graveyard, he can just summon himself from grave for free. That's really good because we have a fusion spell that can fuse with him straight out of the deck. So you just send him from deck to grave for free just to get a free fusion monster out. Then he just revives himself for free because you'll have a Destiny Hero on field or in grave. Also lets you play through Disruption potentially, especially if you just want to send him and not even revive him yet. You just like keep playing, let your opponent break your board or whatever, and then this is the way you play through interaction. Potentially really nice, just simple extender. It's once per duel, so probably just a one-of, but still really nice for the archetype. Next up is Phoenix Enforcer. He's really cool. He takes a level 6 or higher hero and any other Destiny Hero monster, so fairly generic as far as the hero archetype goes. He's not fully locked into Destiny Heroes, just one of the materials needs to be a D hero. So he makes all opponent's monster lose 200 attack for each hero card in the graveyard. That's actually pretty substantial. He's only 25, but he is lowering everything by a lot. I mean, just making him, everything's losing at least 400, and there's probably more, because if you used a level 6 or higher, it could have been another fusion, which means there'd be probably another 2 in it. You could easily put 5, and everything loses just 1,000 attack, which is crazy. So that's actually pretty cool. Also, quick effect, you could destroy both one card you control and one card on the field generically. So really good, just kind of like a Trident pop. He could pop himself, or he could pop something else, because when he is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon a Destiny Hero monster from grave during the standby phase of your next turn. So gives you that follow-up. He can pop himself to pop something, but he's going to get you something else to come back on the next turn, or you could pop something else. This deck does have a couple of like continuous spells and traps and stuff to take advantage of there. Definitely very interesting to note. So very good card. It's Disruption. It gives you a new target off like Fusion Destiny to get to like an actual like interruption instead of just like a Chungus, which is really cool. Break of Destiny, or Break the Destiny, I'm sorry, is the trap card. This is the last card coming from Burst of Destiny. It lets you target either a Destiny End Dragoon or a level 8 or higher Destiny Hero monster in the monster zone. Destroy it, and if you do, you skip your opponent's next main phase 1. I think this is okay. Like I just think the problem is with this specifically is like they're still going to have main phase 2. Yes, you're essentially limiting what they're going to be able to do before battle phase, but they can still just do anything else they want in main phase 2. So I'm not sure this is as worth as an actual interruption. The other interesting thing about this card is that you can banish it from grave to add a spell or trap that specifically lists Destiny End Dragoon or a Destiny Hero monster's exact name in its text from deck to hand. You can only use one effect, so you can't like do the first effect to skip your opponent's main phase 1 and search on that turn, but you can do it as Disruption and then search on your next turn for another free card. So that kind of helps, at least, even though the interruption isn't all that in a box of chocolates. It is going to get you another resource later on. It's just a little slow that way. So I don't know if it's playable. It's a one-of. I'm not sure it's, searchable enough to really make it great, but interesting. We'll call it interesting for now. So some of the really the only two cards you can search off this, I might as well mention this, is D-Force. This is one of the other new cards, but this is from the OCG's Animation Chronicle and probably Brothers of Legend for us, we're assuming. On activation, it can just add a Destiny Hero Plasma. It's searchable because it has exactly Plasma's name in the text. You can add it from deck to hand, and while you control a Plasma, you can't draw during draw phase, but your Plasma can't be targeted with card effects, and he gains 100 attack for each monster in the graveyards, yours and your opponent, and he can't be destroyed by card effects. And he can attack twice. So he can attack twice, untargetable, undestructible by card effect, and he's getting 100 attack for every monster in grave, yours and your opponent. So it's really going to be hard to out a Plasma that's essentially skill draining your opponent and has all of this protection. So this could legitimately be a win condition. I'm not entirely sure just yet if it's actually going to be that, but it could be. It's an interesting card, to say the least. Plasma's pretty powerful. Then we've D-Tactics is the other searchable card. It's actually pretty interesting. So this card reads, if a level 8 or higher Destiny Hero monster or monsters or a Destiny Hand Dragoon is special summoned to your field, you can banish any card from your opponent's hand, field, or graveyard. It's random if it's from hand, but the other ones are whatever. But this is a non-targeting banish, which is actually kind of crazy. So the idea here, I guess, would be if you can quick fuse on your opponent's turn, then you can just non-targeting banish something, which is insanely powerful. It's continuous, so it's turn after turn. As long as you can keep spamming the board with high-level Destiny heroes, you can keep banishing stuff for free. It's interesting. Also, if it's in the spell and trap zone and destroyed by a card effect, you can add a Destiny hero monster from deck to hand, which means you could use this effect to banish something by like potentially quick fusing into something like our new guy, Phoenix Enforcer, for the non-targeting banish. Then you can use Phoenix Enforcer to use his interruption by, hold on, I gotta find it again, destroying tactics in an opponent's card, which will then trigger tactics to search you another Destiny hero for follow-up for the next turn. That's actually pretty cool. There's some legitimate synergy here. D-Tactics may be in play when it comes to a Destiny hero centric deck. It actually could be. This card's kind of crazy. It's not new. We already have access to this card, but I don't know if the deck really had the tools to make as good use of it as it will now. And the last card to show off here is Dr. D. This is the second card from the Animation Chronicle in the OCG. It lets you banish a Destiny hero monster from grave to then search or special summon a Destiny hero monster from grave, which is pretty good. It does take setup, right? You already have to like fill stuff up in grave, but that's not the hardest thing to do in this deck. You have fusions that can fuse straight from deck to get stuff there easy. One card combos that can get you a couple of cards already set up in there. It's actually not a bad card that way. You can also banish this card from grave to target two Destiny hero monsters you control, and the attack of one becomes the attack of the other. So it just lets you kind of buff the attack of one of the monsters. Not a crazy effect. This card's also not a hard one to return either, so that's also something to note. But still, it's a nice card. I don't think it's crazy. I'm not even sure if it's playable, to be honest. It might be a one-of, but I don't even think it's that searchable, right? Is this even searchable? If it's not searchable, I'm not even sure it's playable, to be honest, but it's not bad, I would say. It's probably just not good on a competitive level, like consistent enough. And then the last card I might as well mention here is Fusion Destiny. This is like the fusion card for Destiny heroes. It's crazy. It lets you fusion summon a fusion monster that specifically lists a Destiny hero monster as material, using monsters from your hand or deck as fusion material, but destroy it during the end phase of the next turn. Also, for the rest of this turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except for dark heroes. So the idea here is this card now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, can summon Phoenix Enforcer by sending material straight from deck. So you could send this guy who's an extender. So you just get like a one card this, plus this comes back for free. And I don't know the rest of you guys. I guess you could send another 6 or higher. And then you send Malicious. Boom. There's two, no normal summon, and you're going to have a link to or two materials plus a Phoenix Enforcer already on field. Plus, don't forget that when this card destroys, since this card destroys the fusion monster you summon at the end of your opponent's turn, it'll just pop him, and then when he's destroyed, he's going to special summon a Destiny hero from grave on the next standby. So it kind of just gets you back a resource anyway, after he's used himself as like a nice little disruption. So really, really cool. This card becomes like the best card in your deck after we get these cards for sure. It gives the deck these new cards give the deck more going first options, a little more grindability, just interruptions in general, which is really, really nice. So I honestly think this could be really good. I don't know exactly how well the Destiny Hero stuff is going to mesh with other hero stuff. Like we said, masked heroes, elemental heroes, vision heroes, evil heroes. I don't know exactly how well all of these mesh together, specifically with this new stuff, because this stuff seems a little more Destiny Hero centric, but I know there's definitely synergy in there. And Fusion Destiny only locks you into dark heroes, which means you can still make Dark Law. Pretty good. So don't sleep on it. I definitely think the deck is going to be really interesting. I can't wait to see what people try to come up with. It's still going to be probably expensive just because of the other hero stuff that you need to kind of have, which is tough, but it is what it is. That's what it costs to be like an anime protagonist deck in 2021, I guess. But yeah, I just want to make this video. I thought this stuff was cool, but I don't think I gave it enough time, enough real, like, you know, fair, like, talking about. I just kind of did a quick review on it. So I want to go a little more in depth here, talking about all the cards and how I'm expecting them to really help out the hero deck. But if you know more than I do, like I said, I am no hero expert. Let me know in the comment section down below any other specific interactions that make this great, whether you think this is going to be good with like a general hero amalgamation deck, or if it needs to be specifically Destiny Heroes. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, because I'm very curious from somebody with a more robust knowledge of heroes, like how well this stuff is actually going to do when it's like mushed in together with the other like 100 hero cards that are all, you know, pretty good. They have a lot of good cards in their pool. So let me know your thoughts down below on everything we're talking about here today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe if you want to see more discussions from me. I will be back on Monday probably for hopefully new videos and stuff, not just pre-uploaded discussion videos and stuff, just to hold you guys over. But yeah, that's gonna do it from here today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.